emergency funds. Why you should have one, how much you should have, all that covered in this video right here. So if you're new to my channel is all about helping teens take charge of their personal finance and know the ins and outs of personal finance and hopefully changing their financial future to having money instead of being in debt. So with this, if you want to be along with this journey, I would suggest that you would go down and hit the subscribe button and leave a comment down below if you do subscribe, or if you have any ideas of videos you want to see or you want me to look into. I'll happily do that. Getting back into the video though, let's go. So the emergency fund is basically the name. It's a fund for emergencies, and this is for unexpected expenses that come up. So say for teens in this specific example, let's just say you get a flat tire. This happened to me. This is one of my experiences of why you should not try to invest your emergency fund. I had $500 set aside in an emergency fund, and I decided to put it into a Roth IRA. Well, that money I can't get out. I can't, well, you can, but there's just a lot of technicalities and fees, and I just don't want to mess with that. So I put it in there just to say, hey, I have an extra $500. Let's invest it. Let's have some money going here. And then, not even 2 weeks later, my tire goes flat. I need 4 new tires. And yeah, that happened. So I ended up putting on a spare, and it was like 10 degrees. It was like really windy, and it was like raining, but like freezing rain, but it was like, it felt like needles. It hurt super bad. So I kind of learned the hard way of what the emergency fund is for, and it's specifically for emergencies, not to invest, because if you invest it and you don't have it and you can't use it, that $500, it wouldn't have taken me, I think it took me, 3 to 4 weeks to get the money to pay for new tires. I could have done it that day, got new tires, been on the road, been on the road already, no pun intended there, but been on the path, and the money that I saved to get those tires, I could have saved. I could already have my emergency fund fully up and running. I would have that much more. I think $600 would be invested into assets, which is my goal this year. My goal this year is to invest as much money as I can. I want to make the most amount of money and put the most amount of money into asset bearing accounts. Anyways, so that I kind of bit the dust. I kind of false started, kind of, if you want to say. So I went back, I redrew the board, I erased everything, and I went back to the basics. And if you are a teenager, I would suggest having a $500. This is what Dave Ramsey suggests, Anthony O'Neill. You can look them all up. For a teenager, $500 set aside for random expenses is a good amount. But when you move into the college level, you're going to want you kind of want to double it. So during high school, that's alright to have $500. But moving into college, you want to double that to $1,000. Now this isn't the money that, you and your friends want to go out to lunch, you're going to buy something. This is, your car won't start this morning, you had to take it to the shop, and now it's costing you $250. You don't have the money for that. Boom, emergency fund. But as soon as you take from your emergency fund, you want to replenish it. And when you're in college, I would try to keep it at $1,000 if anything comes up that's random. And going off of this, just don't think of your emergency fund as money that you have. Don't think of it, because it's not actually money that you have, because it's specifically for emergencies. So I would have a savings account that would have money, like my savings account for college has 2 grand in it, and that is for all the expenses covered for the whole year, to make sure that, if anything comes up that I need to do, or like want to do something, I have the money to do that. As well as with different things like supplies and all this other stuff that I'm gonna need anyways. And then when you get out of college, you want to build it up to 3 to 6 months of your expenses. So calculate that out, figure out what it is, get it up to that number, and just do that, and you'll have a safety net for your life. So if something happens financially, you won't go under. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe.